Yeah? Okay, hola chicos y buenos días. Hola y buenos días. Hoy es el 7 de febrero. Today is the 7th of February. Here is the announcement video. So, hopefully you're playing this video immediately when the bell rings. Kids should be coming in. All of your homework packets go on the back counter and my TAs will grade them. If they do get them graded during class, please do go ahead and hand those back to students so that they have those. Okay, so today in class, let me just give you a rundown of what we're doing. Please remember everything is on our blog, www.spanish.weebly.com. So the blog has all the plans for today, and the blog also has the links for the YouTube videos, so please pull up the blog for the substitute so that she can click on those links and play them for the class. So today in your entry task, in case we potentially, possibly, maybe collect the entry task, it's totally going to happen today, make sure that you have, hoy es el 7 de febrero, you should have la fecha, the date. You also need to contestar la pregunta ¿qué tal? Contestar la pregunta ¿qué tal? Contestar is to answer. So you need to answer the question ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Okay? And then you need to copy down the paragraph here, and you need to, on your entry task today, it says complete, las frases, the phrases or the sentences, con ser o estar, with ser or estar. También, also, you need to escribir la razón or el uso. You need to write down the use or the reason also. So, what you're going to have here is you guys are going to read this paragraph, and this is very, very similar to part of the quiz you guys are going to be taking Wednesday in class. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to read this paragraph. La estudiante nueva, the new student, blank, Lola. Ella, blank, de Perú. Los padres de Lola, blank. Now todos repite. Qua, to, ri, a, nos. Repite todos. Ecuatorianos. Repite. Ecuatorianos. So Ecuatorianos is Ecuadorian. So this is a nationality again, okay? Pero, but, ahora, right now, blank, in Chile. Los padres, blank, profesores en la universidad. Lola estudia mucho y ella, blank, en la biblioteca. So as I'm reading here, you guys are going to read this paragraph and you have to fill in the blank with the correct form of either ser or estar based on what they're talking about. So let's continue on a little bit more. A ella le gusta viajar. She likes, what does she like? To travel. Y blank, emocionada! Woo! Emocionada. Para visitar Seattle. She's very excited in order to visit Seattle. Su cumpleaños, her birthday, is el 10 de febrero. Y ella desea una fiesta. And she desires una fiesta grande, a big fiesta, con sus amigos, with her friends. Sus amigos, her friends, blank, they are interesantes, amables, y generosos. So, not only are you guys, you're going to copy the paragraph, and then instead of the numbers, you guys will have fill in the blanks. Okay? The other thing you're going to do, and I'll just go ahead and write this at the bottom, is we're going to label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you should have the uses. So, for example, if we said, La estudiante nueva es Lola, she is Lola, we would say to ourselves, why did we use es? Why did we use ser? Because we are identifying a person. So then, down here, you need to not only fill in the blank, but you need to write down identidad de una persona. So you're writing down the use. That way, it's exactly like the quiz you guys are going to be taking a second attempt at tomorrow on Wednesday. Okay, so that's how you do our entry task today. Let me finish announcements, and then we will pause the video and give you guys a few minutes to do the entry task. So let's finish the announcements, please. After you guys complete the entry task, you are going to be turning it in today. And remember that when you turn it in, you have 10 seconds to turn it in. Make sure your first and last name is on there and that it's totally completed. Then, each class, first and second periods, are going to be playing the infinitive construction video. You guys will need out, first and second periods, you're going to need a whiteboard and a marker, and also your Mi Vida's out. Third and fourth period, they're going to be practicing ser versus a star. And so they will need one of the envelopes. They need to all have one of the envelopes with ser and a star uses. And please, go ahead, as soon as you get your envelopes in third and fourth period, I want you to pull out the uses that are on the board, and you guys can go ahead and put any of the uses that we haven't learned yet back into the envelope. So go ahead and put any of the uses we haven't learned yet back into the envelope. So for third and fourth period, you're going to need your uses of ser and a star, and then you're also going to need your packet page 14. Packet page 14. So each class is going to watch about a 20-minute YouTube video. That's why it's very important that you guys start this video at the bell and that you only take the designated time for the entry task, or you won't get through everything today. Okay, so there's a 20-minute YouTube video. Each class will get some kind of a lesson to help prepare them for the quiz tomorrow. Then the last thing each class is going to do is we're going to copy some notes out of our Mi Vida, okay, and we're going to start the next section's notes. Under the Forming Questions tab, which is the Forming Questions tab, it's section 2.2 in your book, 2.2 in your book, for those of you who are really excited and want to go home and read a little Spanish grammar, section 2.2 of your book. You guys must complete, please, the notes for all of the first page and at least the top portion of the second page. At least the top portion of the second page. This is going to set us up to play Jeopardy later this week. So please make sure and copy the notes. I will also post a picture of the notes on our blog tonight. So anything that you do not finish copying in class is going to be homework. So make sure to work very hard today so you guys don't have as much homework, please. Then after you copy your notes, if you get that done in time, you can go ahead and your homework tonight is going to be to do page CP17. CP17. Now, I do want to talk about CP17. So everybody, please go ahead and take a moment and pull out CP17 out of your book, or out of your workbook. So take a minute right now, pause the video if you need to, have everybody take out CP14. CP14, it should look like this. Okay?
So it's CP14.
It is CP14.
Wait, you said CP17.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys, it's CP14. Sorry, I didn't mean to be mixing you up. Okay, so on CP14, if we look at the very first section here, okay, on the first section of CP14, these are the slash sentences. This is just like our entry task from yesterday, or from today, where we are practicing for the quiz. Okay, so the top section are our slash sentences. The middle section is where I think it might get us a little bit. So everybody, let's go ahead and take a look at this middle section. Now, not on tomorrow's quiz, but on next week's quiz, you will have a section that's similar to this, okay? So the first thing that you're going to notice is this whole first box are the subjects for the sentences. And you have to use each one of the subjects once, okay? So you can't use one of the subjects more than once. You're going to use each of the subjects one time. Now, the very first thing that you know about gustar sentences is that they all have to start with a big ah. All of the gustar sentences need to start with a big ah. So let's go ahead and focus in on this. Okay? And everybody right now on 1 through 6 start with a big ah. Ah, 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 ah. Okay? And then you're going to do each one of these subjects. So, la profesora de español, etc., etc. You're going to do this for each one of them. However, I do want you to pay attention. We don't ever say yo in Spanish, so you have to say me, me. Okay? Now, This section is totally tricking you because you will notice that they gave you the subjects, but they did not put the IOPs in here. So you guys have to remember that for every one of these, you need an IOP. Me, te, le, nos, os, or lace. Okay? So go ahead and write those in right there. So you're going to have an ah, then you're going to have a subject from the first box. Then you're going to have an IOP, me, te, le, nos, os, or lace. And then you're going to choose either gusta or gustan, depending on what each person likes. Please note that leer means to read, and leer ends in er. It's an er infinitive, so that would have to go with gusta. All of the rest of these you should be able to figure out on your own. Okay, so there is a section that's just like this on the test, and there's a section that's just like this on the test. So please do take your time and do the homework well. Then in the bottom, you have to answer each of these questions in a complete sentence. So this is our thing where we identify who the subject is, we identify what the verb is, we figure out what they're asking, then we regurgitate the question, and then we finish it out, okay? So CP 14 is your homework. Please note that I will be in Homework Center tonight. I will be in Homework Center even though I'm not in class this morning. So if you have any questions, you are very welcome to get them there. Also, during second period today, my TA will be cutting out bathroom passes. So second period, third period, and fourth period, you guys can go ahead and get a new bathroom pass. Make sure that you put your first and last name on it, and then maybe tape it into your binder or put it in your wallet so that you can have it for your extra credit at the end of the semester. So I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions, make sure to email me. And remember my expectations. When we have a sub, it is your job to carry out the sub plans. It is your job to carry out the sub plans. So make sure you're working hard so you don't have a lot of additional homework. So now that we've done the announcements, I would like you to please, don't pause the video, but substitute, please pause the video, and I do want you to please set a timer. Please set a timer for no more than 7 minutes. Please set a timer for 7 minutes for students to do the entry task, and at the end of 7 minutes, please unpause the video and I will correct. 7 minutes. Ready, set, go. Don't pause. Okay, welcome back. You should have all done the entry task now. Here you go. So let's quickly look at our answers. La estudiante nueva es Lola, es, because it is identidad de una persona. We already figured that one out. Ella es de Peru. And why did you decide es de Peru? Because that is her origen. That is her origen. Now, what would I expect you to be doing right now if you got any of these wrong? Correcting them. That's right. Fix them, please. Fix them. Los padres de Lola. Now, we're talking about los padres, so it's more than one person. And they are ecuatorianos. Ecuatorianos is Ecuadorian, so that is a nacionalidad. That is a nacionalidad. And so we're going to use ser. So number 3 should be son. Son. Okay? Pero ahora, but right now, están en Chini. Now, why did we use estar when they are in Chini? Because this is the location of a person. Lugar de una persona. So for number 4, you should have had lugar de una persona. Lugar de una persona. Okay? Número 5. Los padres blank profesores en la universidad. So the parents, they are professors in the university. If you tell me that they are professors in the university, then you are telling me their profesión. Their profesión. Their profession. So this one should also be son. Son. Okay? Lola estudia mucho. Lola studies mucho, a lot. Y ella blank en la biblioteca. And she is located in the library. Okay, so for number 6, your reason should have been lugar de una persona. lugar de una persona. Okay? A ella le gusta viajar. She likes to travel. She likes to go travel. Y está, repite todos, emocionada. Repite todos, emocionada. Emocionada. Emocionada is excited. So she is feeling excited. So for number 7, our use should be emoción. Emoción. Okay? So she's excited. What is she excited in order to do? In order to visit Seattle. Su cumpleaños, her birthday, now check this out, is el 10 de febrero. It is the 10th of February. We're talking about the 10th of February, which is la fecha, the date. La fecha is a date, so we had to use ser, es, el 10 de febrero. Y ella desea una fiesta, and she desires a fiesta grande, a big party, con sus amigos, with her friends. Sus amigos, her friends, are interesantes, amables, y generosos. So her friends are interesting. Notice I had to make it plural because there's more than one friend. Amables, friendly, and generosos, generous. So we are describing their, what are we describing there? We are describing their personalidad. And so for personalidad, we use the verb ser, so we should have son here. Okay, so please go ahead and stop the video now. Students have 10 seconds to turn their entry tasks in. Make sure your first and last name are on them. Substitute, please collect those now. Give the kids 10 seconds, and then go on to go ahead and play the YouTube video for the lesson today. Hope you guys have a great day. Be good, be safe, and nos vemos mañana. Ciao!